For my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Washington football team. For the right to head to Los Angeles for Super Bowl 56, it's time for the NFC Championship game. Here we go. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Hill looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Hill. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Back to throw, Hill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Two things you can do in that situation: run it and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Kirk now, the return man. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 40. And some space here. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run. He was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And there was so much that was impressive about this play, but it wasn't just what he did downfield. How about what he did behind the line of scrimmage? This wasn't a play where he just had a direct path to get him downfield and make the big play. He had to adjust on the fly behind the line of scrimmage, and in the end, that became a tremendous run.
And you can see the total distance traveled there, an even 70 yards. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
being chased out left. And I think the ball's out, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Meanwhile, Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said,
he's got him in. Complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. Hill on 1st down. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll make it a 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Murray's throw complete there to Moore. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Logan. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Throwing now is Murray. And this will be swung out for Lindsey. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Able to find Isabella. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff for Lindsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 72 yards rushing now as he's looked good here in this opening quarter of the NFC Championship. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a carry for Lindsey. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We got plenty of weather here today. We got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And they've been...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. To throw is Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. Murray sets to throw on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown. Phillip Lindsay. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Forced out to his left. Into the secondary, past the 40. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Hill. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. Big yardage that time for Washington. Washington with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10. Gibson gets hit and he fumbles it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. The sneak successful from a yard out. And Washington able to make this a close game again. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here taken in by Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Murray now to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Murray going to throw. This one caught by Isabella. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us as always. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play fake, and it's Hill. He'll find Gibson here complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll run with Gibson. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Brian Flores learned under the master. He's going to go on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
I didn't like the play call. I loved it. Running situation for sure on 4th and short. They got the defense to commit too many men in the box to stop the run and have the guts to go for the pass instead.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. A 3-yard touchdown run. And Washington has tied the ball game with the extra point still to come. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Here's Hill now after the interception. Steps away to his left. And out of bounds right around the 20. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Flush to his right. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. On the return, Andy Isabella. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Murray. A little check down to Lindsey. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Murray. Murray fighting. Lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Murray now. That's Isabella open on the right side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 91 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
At the 47-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Shotgun now for Murray. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 37. Throwing on first down is Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. A run here for J.D. McKissick. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
He'll throw complete there to Thomas. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A huge play there for Arizona.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
Play fake. Murray rolling to his right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turn the ball.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage. And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he loses the football a 2nd time. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
McKissick again on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Washington on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 41 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Hill. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Chandler Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Hill escaping the pressure right. Slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. The kick by Lambo is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Off play action. Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. William Jackson with a pick. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They will run it. It's McKissick, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Hill's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff for Gibson. It's a 1st down and more for Gibson. And finally taken down at the 15. 65 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now a 2nd down and 6. And here's a give to Gibson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The Cards going nickel, an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. They'll run with McKissick, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Lambo will put this one through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.